Fallacies. Let's see some more areas where the Watchtower comes up short. People in general are easily misled by them. People fail to distinguish truth from fallacy. Students of logic use the word fallacy to describe any departure from the path of sound reasoning. A fallacy is a misleading or unsound argument, one in which the conclusion does not follow from preceding statements or premises. Fallacies may, nevertheless, be powerfully persuasive because they often make a strong appeal to the emotions, not to reason. A key to avoiding deception is knowing the workings of fallacy. Fallacy number 1, attacking the person. This type of fallacy attempts to disprove or discredit a perfectly valid argument or statement by making an irrelevant attack on the person presenting it. How easy is it to label someone stupid when he or she says something we don't want to hear? A similar tactic is to attack the person with a subtle dose of innuendo. Typical examples of this are, if you really understood the matter, you wouldn't have that point of view. Fallacy number 2, appealing to authority. This form of verbal intimidation is accomplished by invoking the testimonials of so-called experts or famous people. But not all appeals to authority are based on sound reasoning. An intimidating appeal to authority. Invalid appeals to authority. Realize too that even legitimate experts, like everyone else, may be biased. Fallacy number 3, join the crowd. Here, the appeal is to popular emotion, prejudices, and beliefs. People generally like to conform. But while others may think or do something, does that mean you should? Besides, popular opinion just isn't a reliable barometer of truth. All kinds of ideas have the opportunity accepted, only to be proved wrong later. Fallacy number 4. This fallacy reduces what may be a wide range of options to only 2. The weakness of the line of reasoning. It excludes other valid possibilities. So when presented with either a reasoning, ask yourself, are there really only 2 possible choices? Might there be others? Fallacy number 5, oversimplification. Here, a statement or argument ignores relevant considerations, oversimplifying what may be a complex issue. Oversimplification has resulted in many misunderstandings when it comes to God's Word, the Bible. So don't fall for fallacies. Don't be fooled by invalid appeals to authority, urgings to join the crowd either by reasoning or gross oversimplifications, especially when something as vital as religious truth is involved. Okay, so here's what we're going to see. Fallacy number 1 of the Watchtower, attacking the person. Some opposers claim that Jehovah's Witnesses are false prophets. No. These opponents say that the dates have been set, but nothing has happened. You've done that, Watchtower. Again, we ask, what is the motives of these critics? Well, my motive is to try to get everyone that's in it outside of Babylon the Great. Are they encouraging wakefulness on part of God's people, or are they rather trying to justify themselves for falling back into sleepy inactivity? No, on the contrary, I'm actually in activity trying to get you members of the Watchtower out of the cult. Fallacy number 1, attacking the person. Example number 2. Strangely, in this highly intelligent age, many have given way to doubt as to whether God has an organization. Certainly, no reasonable person will argue. Let the honest-hearted person compare. Fallacy number 2, appeal to authority. The Dr. Alonzo J. Shadman says, the blood in any person is in reality the person himself. It contains all the peculiarities of the individual from whence it comes. The poisons that produce the impulse to commit suicide, murder, or steal are in the blood, and Dr. Americo Valerio, Brazilian doctor and surgeon for over 40 years, agrees. Moral insanity, sexual perversions, repression, inferiority complexes, petty crimes, and these often follow in the wake of blood transfusion. Appeal to authority, intimidating appeal. We should ask ourselves, where do we learn the Bible truth in the first place? Would we know the way, the truth, if it had not been for guidance from the organization? Really, can we get along without direction of God's organization? No, we cannot. Well, clearly, if you've been watching my previous videos, all they've been leading you is into darkness. Join the crowd. No wonder so many persons are deeply grateful to be associated with Jehovah's earthly organization and to be praising God with his people. I just wanted to write and tell you how happy I am to be one of the Jehovah's Witnesses. Seeing the corruption in the world, I am proud and grateful to be and be able to say that I'm not part of it and that I am one of Jehovah's Witnesses. We are also humbly grateful to be among these that Jehovah calls the desirable ones from the nations. We hope that we have made you realize to a small degree how grateful we are to have brothers like you to be part of Jehovah's organization. My family of friends spreads around the globe. How fine to have a family of friends earthwide. Either or reasoning. Progress is being made continually toward fully appreciation of the good news and all that it means. It has been the experience of those who stay close to God's organization. I'm surprised they didn't put Jehovah's organization. That questions and things hard to understand are always cleared up with passing of time. And as the light shines forevermore clearly, how heartwarming and satisfying the way it proves to be. Apart from this, the only choice is association with Satan's political wild beasts and Babylon the Great, the world empire of false religion. No dedicated Christian would want to return to that. Incredible. Oversimplification. What animals made up the ark's zoos who? The fish of the sea, of course. This later class would be unnecessary for the ark. Don't be fooled by invalid appeals to authority, urgings to join the crowd, either or reasoning or gross oversimplifications, especially when something as vital as religious truth is involved. Check all the facts, or as the Bible puts it, make sure of all things.